Hey there, folks. Well, I have something more ambitious in mind for a future video, but I have just learned the hard way that it's going to take much longer than I thought it was. So today, you just get yet another video of me talking. Well, this morning's adventure was to go over to this Kinsman adult daycare facility to check out their exercise program. Like other things I've had to go through. It's for old people. And for, seriously old people, not 52-year-olds like me who are just bitching about being old because being old is kind of new to us. So, that's interesting. I wasn't surprised. That's pretty much what I expected this facility to be. And so I got asked a lot of questions, like whether I can do my own toileting. Fine. All I really want is an exercise program, something where I will get exercise once a week at least, and not be quite such a sedentary lump of sessile tissue. Look it up. First it was a nice lady who was, I believe, a fitness coordinator or something like that, and a nurse, and they asked me a bunch of intake questions, fair enough. I'm not exactly their average patient, so I was patient with their questions. Then they handed me over to this guy named Hans, who is a professionally perky person. Apparently he is a program director, whatever that means. And Hans and I are not on the same wavelength. This dude is like way too perky and enthusiastic about life. And that is just anathema to a dour Gen X bitchy grumpy old dude like me. Jesus Christ, dude. Turn it the fuck down. I mean, it was fine at first. He was asking more intake type questions and stuff about my background. Egotistical enough to just enjoy people asking about me. Yay, attention. But just as he was like, okay, we're done, but then suddenly he switches into, no, I've got to teach you every exercise I know rapidly mode. And he just keeps firing, just, okay, now do it, and then you do this, and then, see, this, you got to support your back, and you breathe, and you bring your shoulders back to expand your chest, and he's just throwing stuff at me, and I cannot pick things up that fast. Not if there's any kind of physical component. If it was just facts, then I suck those up like a Hoover, but so eventually I had to just say to him, you're throwing way too much at me at once. I'm not gonna remember all of this. And that seemed to switch out of yappy little dog mode. I hate to say that about the guy. I mean, he's a great fella. It's just, oh my god, Jesus, turn it the fuck down. The gist of it all is that a week from Tuesday, so a week from Canada Day, July 8th, I will be going to this program, and it'll be like starting off with a light snack somewhere between 9:30 and 11, and then at 11, an hour of exercise, and then at noon, lunch with me and all the other old people, and socializing, and talking with strangers who might spontaneously strike up a conversation with me, and my social anxiety / avoidant personality syndrome just goes nuts at that idea. I have had some very bad anxiety moments based purely on the fact that someone I don't know randomly started talking to me. Just a friendly person. They're not doing anything hostile, but my social anxiety just can't handle that. I'm being a well brought up Canadian. I'm not telling the people to fuck off or anything like that. I'm being polite, but I'm also sending leave me alone messages subconsciously. And they generally get the drift. I hate to have to be like that, but if I wasn't such a well-mannered Canadian, it'd be a lot worse. All the time I was there, I had a word in my mind, a wonderful, magnificent world that represents an entirely different kind of existence from mine. And that word is Xanax. Thank God my psychiatrist gave me some Xanax, because before I go to this thing, I'm going to take at least one of them. Okay? Because Xanax, I mean, I've only used it 4 or 5 times now. And always in a situation where I was going to have to deal with my claustrophobia, which is a whole other issue. I had to take this hour-long MRI, right? And that entire time, I wasn't allowed to move. So imagine having to sit stock still in a metal tube that is moving back and forth, and you're not allowed to move at all. And if you move, they're going to have to start over again. That is like the definition of trapped, and that I'd been through it once before, and that was horrible. It was a shorter. It was only 45 minutes, but that was 45 minutes of hell for me, because my claustrophobia went absolutely nuts. I mean, just lying there, fine, but being told don't move. Oh my God. So yeah, the second time I had to do a long MRI, Xanax time, and I didn't feel claustrophobia at all. It was like a fucking vacation from anxiety. I couldn't have become anxious if I'd needed to. It will be a Xanax day when I start going to this thing. Every instinct in me wants to just say, no, nope, not doing it, nope. But my instincts suck. My instincts are those of a crazy person. So I'm ignoring those instincts, and I'm saying, no, we're going to go, and this is going to be a positive social experience if it kills me. They've got exercises for the body and exercise for the mind, and it turns out exercises for your sociability. And god damn it, I am going to build me some. Well, I guess that's all from me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.